What's going on, boys? Ready to great, ready to go with a flesh and boat. Yes, sir, guys. Today, video another biggie fine banger. As usual, today I'm giving you guys the best settings in Season 2 of Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. That's a lot of twos, ain't it? I know that's right. But nonetheless, though, I'm giving you guys the best settings, best controller settings, graphic settings, audio settings, basically all the settings that I have to help me succeed as a Warzone player, Call of Duty player, whatever the case may be. And hopefully these settings can help you. Now, first things first, I do want to say this, man. Not all of my settings is going to work for you. My settings work for me. You know what I'm saying? You can probably copy my settings to the T if you want, and if it works for you, great. But you know, if something's just, if there's anything off, by all means tweak it to where it works for you. You know what I'm saying? You and your system. Okay, so nonetheless though, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Don't want to just sit here and keep talking to you guys. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead to the controller settings. That's gonna be the first thing that we go over. Now, I use controller. I'm a controller player. I have two paddles on the back. This is an aim controller, by the way. You know what I'm saying? If y'all boys ever, you know what I'm saying? If y'all boys ever want to get yourself a custom aim controller, I got my logo right there on the front. If you guys ever want to get you guys a custom aim controller, by all means you can do that. My controller's a little dirty, but it's okay. But you guys can definitely do that in the link in the description. Get I believe 10% off, or probably more than that. If you guys wanted to copy yourself that aim controller as well. All right, so now, like I said, I use controller. I have two paddles on the back. Now, I don't use bumper ping. I have that off. I used to play flip, but my triggers they're like digital now, so I don't really have to pull it all the way down. But playing flip is a lot better to use your bumpers to fire or anything like that. I used to play flip when I didn't have the controller. Playing on flip is definitely a vibe. I actually do like it. So, but if you're not a person that wants to try that out, by all means, just keep it off. But I have mine off. Controller orientation. This is a new setting that I truly don't know much about. I haven't touched it, and I don't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it on up, and I've been playing, I've been vibing, I've been frying all day today, so I'm just keep it on up. Controller vibration, I have that off. If you guys play with controller vibration on, listen. You're only hurting yourself. Your controller is shaking as you're trying to shoot at people. Think about that. Your aim is going to be way off. If you guys just get used to your controller not vibrating, and just turn it off, get used to your controller not vibrating, you guys will definitely notice the difference. Your shot will be on. You won't miss a lot. Play with vibration off, bro. I don't understand why some people play with it on. It's just weird, bro. And then you can even adjust the intensity of it. See, no, it's just like basically you want your controller to shake out of your hands. No, bro, it's just too much. I just play with controller vibration off. You know what I'm saying? Now, trigger effects. I believe this is like more of like a PS5 thing. I have that off. I don't really play with any trigger effects because I mean, I don't want my trigger to get stuck as I'm trying to shoot somebody. It really throws the vibe off. Turn it off. You know what I'm saying? I play on 6 sensitivity with a 0.75 sensitivity multiplier. 6 works for me. Sometimes I even move it up to 7. Sometimes I move it up to 9. If I'm like sniping a multiplayer, sometimes I put it up to 9. But I rock with 6. It's comfortable for me. I enjoy it. But I do use the ADS sensitivity multiplier. I have mine on 0.75. So find a sensitivity that works for you. Go into a fire range, find different sensitivities. Go in a private match, shoot bots, recruit bots, veteran bots, just shoot some bots and find a sensitivity that works for you. 6 works for me. That's really my standard. All right. I don't really touch the sensitivity multiplier. I have all that on 1. I don't really touch that. Vertical aim axis, haven't touched that. ADS aim not sight behavior, hold, change, zoom, shared input, sprint, tactical sprint, and focus. I have not touched that at all. Automatic sprint, I have mine on auto tac sprint. Now, if you guys are a Warzone player, auto tac sprint, you're gonna want to play auto tac sprint, man. If you haven't been doing that since Warzone 1, you bugging out, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Auto tac sprint is definitely a wave. I don't have to push down on my analog stick, which gives it more of like it really hurts your analog stick and it causes stick drift. So I don't like to push all the way down on my analog sticks. But auto tac sprint, just push the key up or the analog stick up. You're automatically tac sprinting. It'll automatically do it for you. You're automatically sprinting. And maybe you're in a gunfight, you're trying to run away. You don't have to like double press it to run away. You always just push up. Auto tac sprint is there for you. All right. Equipment behavior, I have it on hold. Weapon mount activation, ADS plus melee, interact, reload behavior. I have that on prioritize interact. So basically, if I'm opening up a chest, I can just tap square and open right up. it will just open right up. I don't have to hold it. If you're a person that likes to hold the button, it's just gonna add more time for you looting. You're gonna be a slow looter, and nobody likes a slow looter, bro. We're trying to get to the action on him, man. We're trying to get some kills. Prioritize, interact, just tap that button to loot up. Armor plate behavior, put that on apply all. Now, with season 2, they recently updated to where you can run while you're plating now. Man, I'm so happy they added that, bro. It feels so smooth, and it really speeds things up, and I really do like it a lot. So basically what armor plate behavior does, if you put it on apply all, it's going to apply all plates until you're full. All you got to do is just press triangle or Y from Xbox. You just got to press it one time, or whatever key it is, press it one time, and it's going to start applying all plates until it's full, and that's basically what it is. And if you guys want to stop it from plating, just press it one more time, and it's going to stop plating, just in case you want to get into a gunfight that somebody's pushing you. Just turn around and get the upper hand on them. All right, so apply all is definitely what you want to do with that one. All right, now on to the advanced tab. ADS aim assist type default. I don't use black ops or focus or precision. I just have mine on default. Third person ADS correction type assist. Aim response curve type, I have mine on standard. I know a lot of people play on dynamic, but I have mine on standard. If you guys want to use standard, by all means, but I know a lot of people like dynamic. I don't use dynamic. ADS sensitivity multiplier focus, I have it on 1. ADS sensitivity transition timing instant, I have that off. Input dead zone. Now for the dead zone, right, basically what the dead zone is, adjust the inner range in which the right stick inputs will not be considered. Increase the value to prevent stick drift. So if you have stick drift, you're going to put that number up. I had a lot of stick drift on my right analog stick, so I'll put it up to like 0.14. If you have a lot of stick drift on your controller, it's probably just an old controller. Maybe time for a new one, or it could just be dirty. Don't if you want to like maybe get a cotton swab and swab around it or whatever, try not to put too much alcohol in it, because you could mess up your controller. But that's how I usually clean my controller and get some of the stick drift off. But nonetheless though, like I said, if you have a lot of stick drift, put this value up, okay? And if you got a brand new controller, you want to have this as low as possible. So default is 0.06, 0.03, or just whatever the lowest one is. Probably wouldn't be bad, you know what I'm saying? But if you have a brand new controller, you want to have this low as possible. So for gyro aiming, I have all this off. I do not use gyro at all. Everything on this is off or to the lowest value or default, okay? Just make sure you have the gyro aiming off, okay? Yeah, all that off. Everything with the gyro off, I swear. Movement behaviors, auto move forward, I have that off. Tactical sprint behavior, having a double tap, but you don't have to do that. Like I said, you just move your analog stick, go to start attack sprint for you if you have it on auto attack sprint. All right, ground mantle on, automatic airborne mantle, partial automatic ground mantle off, invert slide and dive behavior, inverted. Basically what that is, I like to tap to dive because sliding in this game is trash. I don't really slide in this game. Sliding in this game is garbage. So I like to dive. So all I gotta do is just tap my button to dive, and then I'm good to go. All right, plunging underwater, I have mine plunge freely. Basically I think that's, you just have to use your your analog stick to look down and up. If you want to go above water, look down. If you want to dive, that's basically what that is. Parachute auto deploy, I have that off. Basically why I have that off is it gets me to the ground quicker. It gets me to the gun quicker. I beat a lot of people that's in the air. For anybody that does have parachute auto deploy on, turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Sprinting door dash on. Ledge hang mantle behavior, mantle only. ADS stick swap off. Backpack alternate control on. Weapon mount movement exit on. Weapon mount exit delay medium. Depleted ammo weapon switch on. Quick C4 detonation off. Vehicle camera recenter, short delay, camera initial position, free look, scoreboard map behavior, toggle, ping, wheel delay, moderate, double tap, danger, ping, delay, moderate, wheel, menu behavior, hold. All right, all those are really default. Now we're going on to graphic settings. Now, some of this stuff you probably won't see if you're on console. I'm on PC. I wish I had a console. I'm gonna get a console. I'm gonna try to get a console here soon, but I'm on PC, and some of the stuff you're not gonna see. Okay, so bear with me. Now for display mode, you always want to have your display mode on full screen exclusive. It gives you the most frames possible, and it helps your game run smoother. Display monitor, I have an Asus VG24V. That's why I play my games on. As a curved monitor, really nice monitor. It's 144 hertz, and I like it a lot. Display adapter, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. I have a 3060. I don't have anything crazy. I don't have like a beast PC, but you know, she gets the job done. I love them. All right, screen refresh rate, I have it on 143. It doesn't actually go all the way to, yeah, it doesn't go all the way to 144, but it's basically 144. Like I said, I have a 144 hertz monitor, so whatever your refresh rate for your monitor is, make sure you set it to that refresh rate. And one thing I do want to say to my next gen people, maybe you have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you can get 144 hertz or 120, I believe is the max for that. You can get 120, but if you're playing on a TV or maybe like a 60 hertz monitor, you're basically just playing on a good monitor that you're not even using. Does that make sense? You have a 144 hertz monitor, but the max that you can play it at is probably at 60, or if you don't have a 144 hertz monitor, the max you play at is like 60 if you don't have like a 144 hertz monitor. So make sure you have like a good monitor to play Warzone on, Call of Duty, whatever, and make sure your screen refresh rate is set to that that monitor's refresh rate, that whatever hertz your monitor is. All right, so like I said, I know there's people that has a PS5 and they're playing on like a small TV. That's not going to do anything for you. This small TV is not the way to play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Some people might be comfortable with it, but once you switch to a monitor, you'll understand. Like, you'll understand why people do it, and it'll definitely improve your gameplay, 100%. Okay. Display resolution, I have mine on 1920 1080. Dynamic resolution, I have that off. Aspect ratio automatic. VSync off. Custom frame rate limit, I have mine on 144. If you guys if you have a pretty good PC, you know what I'm saying, I mean, I guess you could do it unlimited, but I know sometimes if you have it on unlimited, it can cause like FPS drops and really cause like skips here and there. So I always keep mine on custom, and then I make the max frame rate limit to be 144, which is my monitor's refresh rate. I don't want it to run any more frames over 144 because I don't want to start skipping things like that. Menu custom frame rate 60, out of focus custom frame rate, which basically if you're like tapped out, I have it on 30. All right, and that's basically a display gamma 2.2 sRGB. All right, now for the quality settings, like I said, some of this stuff is really gonna be depending on what type of PC or laptop you got. I wouldn't recommend playing on a laptop unless it's like crazy good, you know what I mean? Excuse me. So what I do is I have, for my upscaling and sharpening, I have Fidelity FX Cast, render resolution on 100, always have it on 100. If you go to show more when it go to your upscaling, I have mine on 75. Some people have theirs like all the way maxed out, which there's no problem with that. I just have mine on 75, but it's like 75 or 80, which is, it would be pretty fine. But most people have it like all the way maxed out, and it wouldn't hurt you to have it all the way maxed out. Okay. Anti-aliasing, I have it on SMAA T2X. Now, like I said, I want the best frames possible for my PC. Like I said, my PC isn't the greatest PC, but it gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? You guys see in the videos, I can drop bombs here and there. You know what I'm saying? I can make some good plays. So I rock with my SMA T2X. Some people do the filmic SMA T2X, but basically what anti-aliasing is, it kind of make post-process effect to reduce jagged edges in the final rendered image. So it try to help reduce the jagged edges. All right, so if you guys want more of a quality type of look instead of like a smooth gameplay, then I'll probably recommend putting on the filmic. Okay, like I got the anti-aliasing quality set to low. If you guys want, like I said, normal is perfectly fine, but please try to have it low or normal. Don't try to go high, ultra quality, if your PC is not gonna handle that. You know what I'm saying? Video memory scale, I have mine on 85. Texture resolution low. I basically have almost everything on low. Like I said, I want my game to run as smooth as possible. I don't want to lag. I just don't want to put too much stress on my PC. Text resolution low. Texture filter anastrophic low. Nearby level of detail high. I believe back when the game first started, I had this on low and it made the gold camo look like mustard. I was like, oh. So I only put it on high now. Distant level of detail, I have it on low. Clutter draw distance short. Particle quality low. Particle quality level low. Bullet impacts on. I like to see where my bullets are going, and I like to see you know, the traces, things like that. Persistent damage layers, I have that on off. I never seen that before, but I'm gonna keep it off. Shader quality medium, tessellation off, terrain memory max, on demand texture streaming. If you're crashing a lot, turn this off. I feel like this setting should be off at all times. This thing is trash, I'm trying to tell you. And another thing is, everybody knows my internet is trash, so I basically feel like I think this downloads textures as you're playing. I don't need my game download nothing. My internet is trash. I play on a hotspot, bro. I have it off. I don't got time for none of that. Okay. Now, streaming quality, I have it on normal. Volumetric quality low. Deferred physics quality off. Water caustics off. Shadow map resolution low. Screen space shadows off. Spot shadow quality low. Spot cache low. Particle lighting low. Ambient occlusion off. Screen space reflections off. Static reflection quality low. Weather grid volumes off. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have that on. I know some people like to use on plus boost, but I just have mine on. Depth of field, world motion blur, weapon motion blur, and film grain, I have all that off. All right, you don't want any type of blur when you're playing Call of Duty. You want no blur. You want to be able to see everything. All right, that's depth of field. If you're ADS, it's like blurry on the outskirts of it, and I don't like that. I want to be able to see on the outside where I see another enemy if I'm shooting somebody, if I have my sights on somebody already. And world motion blur, weapon motion blur, you just don't want any type of blur. And whenever you're moving your gun around, it's all blurry. You're not gonna be able to see anything. You know what I'm saying? So, and then field grain I have on 0. Now on to the view. Go ahead, apply that. Go ahead to view. Field of view, I have mine on 120. I mean, I know a lot of people on console was begging for the FOV slider when it was Warzone 1. People were begging for the FOV slider. So I know now in Warzone 2, everybody's probably walking 120. All right, 120 or 110, 115 is basically the sweet spot. ADS field of view affected, weapon field of view wide, third person field of view 90, vehicle field of view wide, camera, first person camera movement, I have that on least, third person camera movement, I have it on least, third person ADS transition, third person ADS, and default spectator camera, I have it on helmet camera, but you can always change that to game perspective. That's really self-preference. All right, now on to the audio settings. Now, boy, man, listen, I know a lot of people can't hear shit in this game. Guess what? I can't neither. I'm gonna tell you right now, my boy. But these settings 100% are the best for me. I have Astro A40s with a mix amp, so hearing footsteps, it does. Don't get me wrong, I can hear footsteps, but sometimes there's no audio. Now, sometimes, bro, it's not your equipment. Keep it real. Sometimes it's the game. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a bad headset, then you can't hear anything. But 100% I have a really good headset, and sometimes I don't even hear anything, but it's really the game. A lot of different audio cues really block footsteps, but these are the settings that helps me you know, listen to footsteps and hear game audio, things like that, at a good pace. So I use home theater, master volume on 95. If you go to show more, you see everything else. Music volume, I don't want to hear any music. I don't care about the music. I'm not trying to hear music when I'm in the middle of war. Dialogue volume is basically like call outs, like precision incoming, things like that. I have that on 30. You don't want to put that all the way down because the call outs really do help. They really do. Effects volume, have that on 100. Have that maxed out because that's where you're gonna hear the footsteps. Have that maxed out, my boy. Max it out. Okay. Voice chat volume, have it on 35. I really do love proximity chat, and I want to be able to hear people and you know, talk some trash, my boy, for real. But of course, I don't want my teammates talking so loud to where they're blocking the footsteps. Okay. So I have that on 35. You can set your speakers or whatever to wherever you have for your system. Voice chat on. All this is really self-preference. If you don't have proximity chat on, man, you bugging, baby. Man, boy, I love me some proximity chat, bro. I be talking trash, and it's kind of clutch because some people really be talking in game chat, not knowing that they're basically telling me what they're about to do, so I know how to prepare for it. So it comes in clutch. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, everything else is really self-preference. Microphone mode, wherever your microphone input is, all that is really self-preference. I do have reduced tinnitus sound on. I feel like this really does help with flashbangs and stuns, and you can hear footsteps at the same time. It really does help, so I really do have that on. Juggernaut music, like I said, all that really self-preference, whatever you want to do. All right, now on to the last topic, which is the interface settings. Now, these are my interface settings. Menu text size default, text chat size default, text chat background opacity. I have all that on default, really. But the color customization, if you're gonna go to the color customization and these are my color customization. Now these colors really help the game pop. If you guys have a really good monitor, you guys can tell like it's a huge difference whenever you use these settings. So what you're gonna do is color filter. You're gonna use color filter 2, and then for the target you want to put both, and you want to put both of these on 100. World color intensity and interface color intensity, put both of those on 100. All right. One thing I also did was I changed the neutral color, which was basically white, and that's when you just ping something is white. You can't see that sometimes. I know I couldn't. I know I couldn't see that small little white arrow or whatever, and it was just hard to see. So I changed it to something that was easier for me to see, and I changed it to like a pinkish, purplish color. So if you guys want to change that, you definitely can, by all means, do that. But I changed mine to like a pinkish, purplish color. Subtitles, I have all that off. You want to, sometimes they give out really good information, the subtitles, don't get me wrong, but if you want it on, turn it on. If not, turn it off. That's really self-preference. Now for the vertical heads-up display and the horizontal heads-up display, I have mine on 65. I'm not sure what the default is, but basically what this does, it pushes in all the, like, it pushes in your HUD to where your minimap is not all the way on the corner, like top left corner. It pushes in some more, so you don't have to stretch your eyes all the way to like the top left of your corner. You just, you know, have to take a look, quick little glance. You have to stretch all the way up. So I have mine on 65 because one, I have really bad eyes. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all boys, bro, I'm blind. I don't be blinking sometimes when I play. My eyes be dry. I have very terrible eyes, guys. So I always try to, you know, help myself keeping my eyes at a nice healthy level, or try to at least. But yeah, I have mine on 65 to have everything more zoomed in. All right. Mini map shape, I have on square. Do not use round. You see a lot more on square. Mini map rotation on. Horizontal compass on. Crosshairs, I have mine. I mean, if you want your crosshairs on, please keep it on. Just don't have it off. Just please keep your crosshairs on. Okay. Hit markers visuals on. Damage based hit markers on. Player names, full name, in-game text chat on. Vehicle HUD prompt fade after 5 seconds. Telemetry custom. So basically what this is, it puts the FPS count. If you're on PC, I think it's a PC thing. I'm not sure if it's on console or not, to be honest, but you can turn on the FPS counter at the top left. You see server latency and then packet loss. I just have those 3 on. If you want to keep up with the temperature of your GPU, you can definitely do that. I know some people do that, but yeah, you can also put the clock on there if you want, you know. But that's how I have my telemetry. Connection meter off. Gameplay tips on. All this is really self-preference. Center dot, I have a center dot on. If you guys don't have center dot on, turn it on. If you guys have parallax effects on, turn it off. I know this causes some crashes on a PC or console as well, so definitely turn this off. Hardware, in-game alert icons on, tooltips on. All this is really self-preference. Center dot scale default. Menu prompts automatic. Use system mouse cursor. All that is really self-preference, right? But those are my interface settings. So I showed you guys my controller settings, graphic settings, audio settings, and interface settings. Those are all my settings in season 2 to help you guys thrive in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 season 2. And that's basically it, man. Like I said, my settings are not always gonna work for you. Find the settings that works for you. You can definitely copy all my settings if you want and they work for you. Great. Yeah, but you know, find what fits you in your system, okay? But nonetheless, though, that is today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell if you never hit that bell so you never miss a video. And that's basically it, man. I love y'all. Stay blessed, stay great, each brother great. I see y'all boys next one, baby.